Yeah, that's already looking a lot better. My website, the name of the website is here, the name of the tagline is here. Yeah, that's what I want. Now, I want this to activate a link to my About page, but before I do that, let me show you how the Pages tools works. So here, widgets, pages, theme. I'm going to go to pages. Now there are some options here that I want to remove. So I'm going to remove blog. I'm going to keep about us, but I want to hide this from the main navigation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on these three dots. I'm going to say show or hide in navigation, and then you can show whether or not you want to hide from all devices or just particular devices. And the reason you want to do this is because let's say I would have a drop down menu on one of my pages. The drop down menu might look good on desktop devices, but then may not look good on mobile devices. So in this case, I want to say hide from all. So the About page can only be accessed from this header image on the home page, and I'm also going to have an About page on the very bottom in the footer. Now, I mentioned that you could create drop-down menus. So how would I want to do that? Well, here in the Pages menu, all of these options, you can click and drag these dots here. Or let's say I want to create a drop-down menu for the home page. Just click this dot, and then you can indent. Now when I close out of this, see that I only have home on my menu bar now. And when I hover over, I have a drop-down menu. But I'm going to go back to the Pages menu because I don't want that. So I'm going to create multiple pages. So the first page is home. The next one will be called library. And I want all these pages to appear in a particular order. So this is going to come right after home, and then it updates in the menu bar. Now before I make the next, I'm going to just drag and drop the cover image for each of my pages. Library. There, I want this to be on top of the library page. Now let's create the next page. And you know what? Something that could also save time is, let's say you want to keep the layout of a previous page. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select these three dots. So here I'm going to say duplicate. And no, I don't want this to be copy of library. I want this to be the next section. This is going to be learn. Because I want this website to also be an educational platform, because I make a lot of tutorial videos, and I also have been show how to make cartoon drawings. So I'm going to add this one up here. And the reason I duplicated is rather than to drag and drop an image element again, I can just change this image. So I'm going to say replace, learn. Alright, looks good. Next page. You know what, I already have gallery here, and that was going to be my fourth page. But I'm going to redo it. I'm going to delete it just so I could use the same template as a previous page. Okay, looks good. And you gotta love Wally the octopus, the sassy octopus. Okay, looking good. These are my Mike Monkey characters. You can watch videos and different audio clips. All right, the social page. A mistake that I made with my previous website is that there wasn't really too much reason for visitors to come back. So I want to have it to be more community based this time. I want to have community forums, maybe art contests, and something that would really want people to stop by on my website. And so I'm going to have a social section. Now, something that is unfortunate with Duda is that it does lack a lot of social engagement. While you are allowed to open membership apps, and while there is a fee for that, there isn't really things such as community forums or a comment system. You can add comments, but you have to have an account with Discuss, and I don't want to expect my visitors to do that. So I'm going to embed different apps from Google, such as Google Groups, Google Chat, because most people have a Google account, and you can embed applications and web applications from other websites into this website. And I'm also going to embed blog posts from Blogger into this website, because even though you can create blog posts on Duda, another lack of social engagement is that users cannot add comments, and so that's really silly. I want to have a lot of social engagement on my website. And now the last page that I want to have on my main navigation anyway is the shop section. So let's change this image from social to shop. And here we are for the shop section. Now, when I create products, I haven't decided if I'm going to use Duda or if I'm going to embed from another website as well. Because you do have the option to create a store, and that's what this section is, create store. So I might check out this feature, but I'm going to weigh out all my options first. Now, under the pages section, you may have noticed that it's divided into pages and pop-ups. Let's go into pop-ups. So I'm going to create a new pop-up. So I'm going to just create a blank page. And this one is going to be called No New Updates. Now this is now the pop-up editor, and I don't know if I'm going to have pop-ups in my new website, but I did use it in my old one. So I had on my homepage, I had things such as new videos, new stories, and each of the links would highlight if that section has been updated, and if it hasn't been updated, then when you click on the link, I would have a pop-up that says no new updates. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just click and drag an image here. I'm going to go to the desktop because that's where I still have this. I kept this image on my desktop for how long now? This is it. So this is just something to say, nothing to see here, meaning that there are no new updates. So now that I created all my pages, I'm going to create links to subpages, and I want them to look more artsy. So they're going to be actual image elements rather than links, and those image elements are going to link you to other subpages under the main pages. So what I am going to do is I'm going to add a gallery widget, because gallery means multiple images in this case, and that's what I want. So I'm going to say gallery, media slider, photo gallery. But first of all, why is there so much space here? There's too much space. All right, let me check this out. So the the image gallery is inside this row. So I'm starting to suspect that this row widget has too much spacing, so I'm going to go to Edit Design. And as I mentioned before, spacing is the very last option under the properties. Yes, look at this, 200 pixels for space. Change that to 0 and change this to 0. Well, you know, let's actually change, go from, let's try 5. Even a little more, let's try 15. And 25. Because I want it to be the same space as the margin. I almost said as the virgin. No, the margin. Okay, that looks better. So I don't want to edit the design in this case. I want to edit the content. So I'm going to select. Now I'm going to have a total of 3 subpages under Learn. Actually, I'm going to have a total of 3 subpages under each of the main pages. So I'm going to remove one of these images. I'm going to click on this first image. And I'm going to give this a different name. But first, I'm going to replace this image. Upload. Alright, let me go back to my website. Alright. Cover images. So I'm gonna select these 3 images. All those 3 cover images are for the Learn section. So now I'm gonna say replace software tutorials and reviews. So that's going to be the name of this, of the title of this image. Actually, it has a 1 in front, so I'm going to put a 1. Okay, so when you hover, you're going to see text there. All right, so in this case, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to change that. Now you do have the option to add a button, so I'm going to reveal that, and I'm going to just say open. Learn how to draw. Now next one, art reference guide. Okay, now this, you can tell that these are folders which will give users the understanding that these are links, but they're too bunched together and they're not centered. So I'm going to do some editing on the design. You can also choose the layout of each gallery item. So notice when I was hovering over the folder icons that a title and button would come on top. But you know, I think it would look better if it came out below. There, now you can tell that these are definitely links. Now I don't like a lot of the default formatting, and I'm going to change that in the theme editor rather than here, because I want everything to match the main theme, of course. Okay, now let's take a look at the options under design. And I'm going to move this over here just so we can see everything. Okay, now let's take a look at our design options. Number of columns. Oh, that's why there's not enough space. I want the number of columns to be 3. Okay, now it's taking up all of the page. That looks better. Oh, text button position. I want it to be right in the center. There we go. Visible rows. You know, I'm going to come back to the auto adjust columns because I'm guessing that'll work once these icons are smaller. Image height. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. Oh. Image height. Okay, I want to keep that as is. Space between images. Yes, this is what I want. Alright, this is already looking much better. Shadow. I'm trying to decide if I like this idea of the shadow. For the time being, I'm going to say no. I do like some open space, some negative space. Image hover effect. Yes, I do want a hover effect. Zoom out. Image animation. What's ta-da? No, I don't like that one. Bounce from the left. Huh, not bad. Bounce in. I'm keeping that one. Even though I said I would change the buttons in the styles editor, I'm going to change it just for the heck of it. So for width, I'd say the height is already good. I don't want to change more. Background. Let's change the background to black. Alright, what's that green part? I don't want that green part. I also want these buttons to be on the same line. So I'm not sure how to edit all of this yet, but I like the way it looks right now. So I'm going to just go to preview. Okay, I like how that comes up. And now if I hover, you'll see that there's a hover link here. So people can choose which subpage to go into under the Learn page. Now, of course, you have to link these pages. And to do that, click on one of these icons. And now under the Content tab, you're going to select on these individually. And now under here where it says Button, say Add Link to Button. And now you're going to click on this arrow. And here is where you choose the page that you want. And this would be a page that I would hide from the main navigation in the Pages tab. The other thing that I want to show you is under here where it says Prevalent Arts, everybody has a choice. I want this to be a link to my hidden About page, and I'm also going to have an About page at the very bottom of my footer here, because anything that is in the header and footer will appear on every page, but anything that is on the body will only appear on that individual page. So in this case, this cover will only appear in the home page since it is in the body. Now I want there to be a way that people would be able to figure out that this is a link. Now I thought there was an option to add a button here, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, now there's something that I realized that was a mistake on my end. Since you cannot add buttons on images and can only add them on, say, image galleries or even image sliders, I'm going to remove this image. Yeah, I can right click and I'm going to say delete. I'm going to add an image slider on the home page, but just have one image slider. So I'm going to remove these two images. Yeah, and I'm going to just have one image on this image slider. So I know it's not really an image slider then, but in order to have what it is I'm trying to create, I want to have a button on the home page cover image. And now here under the button, I'm going to say About Us. And then this would give the main description of what Prevalent Arts is. Okay, now there's some things here I want to remove. I'm thinking I want the button to only appear on hover. I feel like there is a way to only show the button on hover, but I forget if there is, and I forget how to do it. So I'm going to just move on from this now. For the time being, I'm going to just remove the button. Or not remove it, but just hide it.